Venita, welcome back to Us Weekly.
Thank you so much for having me.
We got lots to talk about.
Yeah. My God.
Oh my God. So yes, my God, after the finale. I mean, watching it back for you, what was it like, since we're, months removed from it now?
Watching it back now, I was just like, damn, I wish things were still the same.
Really?
Yeah. But they're not, so.
Yeah. Lots have changed. A lot has changed.
A lot has changed.
So we find out that after filming Wrapped, you and JT did start dating for a little bit. So kind of give me the timeline a little bit.
So we started dating when I got back from New York in September.
Okay.
So it was from September, October, November, trying to figure out, like, okay, like, are we doing this? Like, do we actually like each other? Is it because we're around each other all the time? Like, trying to figure that out. And in November, he posted that he had the girlfriend on Instagram, and that's how I found out about the girlfriend in that moment.
So did you have the conversation that you were exclusively dating?
No, we were just dating.
Okay.
And so I think it would have been nice to just have him be like, hey, by the way, like, I'm dating someone else and I've decided to go with her versus you. Fine.
Sure.
Like, I would not have cared. I'm like, oh my God, like, I appreciate you so much for saying something, being kind about it, but he didn't do that. Yeah. So
especially since you were
we're best friends. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you know this person at all?
No.
So did you end up, like, ghosting him after, like he says, at the reunion?
No, I did not.
Okay,
I
so
did not
what
ghost
happened
him.
here?
So I decided to take a step back after the super teaser.
I would too.
Yeah, and like once the super teaser dropped, I decided to take a step back, and I was just like, hey, listen, like, this is wild. Like, I don't really like what's happening here, because in that moment, that's when she was calling me out of my name. So I was just like, I'm taking a step back from this, because he was like, I can't do anything about it. And I go, okay, cool. Like, that's not someone I want to, like, affiliate myself with if you can't, like, do anything about someone calling me out of my name. So I guess he thought me taking a step back was me ghosting him, which is like, no, I literally said, I need time. And if you wanted to talk and say, oh, well, have you taken enough time? Like, can we chat? You should have done that, versus getting mad at me and then making that decision to...
Sure. Did he, after he posted that photo of his girlfriend, did he reach out to you at all? So you never got even, like, any explanation about this?
Not one. Then he quit a week after that.
Do you feel like he quit because of your reaction to everything?
I don't know why. I actually don't know why he quit. Like, I can't put those two things together.
Sure.
Like, it's not making sense. I'm like, okay, like, you're doing this, you're posting that you have this girlfriend, whatever, but, like, why are you quitting the show? Is it because you were lying about things and then you're afraid to get caught in those lies? Like, that's the only thing that made sense in my head, but yeah.
So after you took a step back, when was the last time you spoke to him prior to the reunion?
That was it.
That was it?
Yeah. Okay. I was, like, trying to think about that.
Sure.
Yeah, that was it. So I hadn't spoken to him in 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was somebody that you spoke to
every day.
Single day.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not only mourning somebody that you thought you had a romantic relationship with, you
mourning my
your
best friend. And I think that's the part that actually hurts me more. Like, I'm mourning my best friend. Like, we had such fun together, like, we used to shoot this shit, like, we would go golfing and, like, dinners and walks in the morning and breakfast and, like, working moments, and it was just like I lost all of that, and it sucked.
It sucks.
Yeah.
And like you said before, you kind of just wish it would go back to the way it was.
And I don't think that's ever going to happen.
You don't think it's ever going to happen.
No.
So I know we're going to see the reunion.
Yeah.
You come, guns blazing, as you should.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, going into the reunion, what were the answers that you were looking for, and did you get them?
I was looking for him to communicate better, and he didn't. So that's the main thing I was looking for, and his communication has been lack thereof this entire time, and I was just, like, hoping in that moment, okay, like, I'm still sitting here choosing to not let my anger take over this conversation, even though I did get a little feisty, but, like, I was just like, I'm not going to let that lead me. Like, I do want to hear you out and hear you talk, and, like, he just did not give me that at all. It was very sad.
I was going to say, it's probably really sad. We see you go backstage, grab your phone. What receipts were you looking for?
I went back to grab my phone because there's a moment where he says that, like, I was trying to reach out to you, I was trying to talk to you, and I was just like, these texts and what you're saying are not adding up. Like, if you think that because you texted me after I took a break to just be like, feeling compelled to just send you a message to let you know I've been thinking and praying for you, miss you a lot, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you send me that text after a week, which it is a kind text, don't get me wrong, but, like, that is not really to me, outreach, and I was trying to explain that to him. I was like, that's not you reaching out. I feel like that's you trying to be like, okay, I'm doing this to say I've done it, and then I'm going to do whatever I want after if I don't respond or whatever, which I was at my best friend's wedding, so I did not respond.
Yeah, he's kind of like covering his tracks.
Yeah. Which
So
he seems to be doing that a lot lately.
Yeah, right? I mean, so you did not get the answers that you wanted to at the reunion.
Absolutely not.
What has been the relationship like since then? Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. And it's sad. It's actually really sad. Like, I'm so disappointed in him because I knew in my heart that he was like the bigger man on this cast. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, okay, he's coming in and like going after everyone and like calling people out for being mean to women and like doing dirty. Like, now you're doing the same thing. Yeah, and it sucks.
Right. I mean, you stood by him
the whole time.
This past season. Watching it back with a different perspective now, do you see him differently? Do you think that like he was, you know, trying to play you in certain ways over the course of the season?
No. I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that he's literally trying to cover his tracks for all the lies he's been telling, and like it's just not. Yeah, and like, you know, I stuck up for him when it came to like Whitney's mom being called out of her name. He didn't say that, and I stuck up for him. I was like, he didn't say that. I know he didn't say that. Wow. I stuck up for him when they were trying to say that he was racist with the whole Barbara thing. I was like, I know he's not racist. I know he didn't do that. And like down to this like whole jacket situation, he's like, you are making people think that I'm mooching from you. I'm like, no, I'm not. I literally said he paid me back. I was like, I stuck up. I literally just put the card down because that's my best friend. That's what it is. If anyone were to ask me, hey, like, do you mind, can we just do this or whatever, and I'll pay you back? Because that's it.
Sure.
Like, I don't care.
Out of all the things that happened post show and things like that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And like, when Sally made that comment, I was like, thank you, Sally, for speaking up for me. Like, out of all the things that have transpired this season, that is the thing you're harping on.
Yeah.
Like,
why do you think that bothered him so much?
I think he's really obsessed with looking perfect. Yeah. And he's not right now. And I think it's getting to him.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he also posted, I don't know, a video, like a behind the scenes video of him with his family, with his girlfriend at the time, and you were at the dinner with the girlfriend. Can you explain that?
I cleared that up at the reunion, which is great. And I'm so happy. Like, when he posted that, I was like, wow, this is so nasty of him. Yeah. And I'm so happy I cleared it up at the reunion because none of that was planned. And my girlfriend who actually commented on that video, who I was with that day, was like, this is actually crazy. Like, I brought Venita to Shea New because I wanted to go here. We didn't even know you were going to be there.
He made it seem like you were invited to the dinner.
Yeah, and that day he also told me, he was like, I think I like her. And I was like, okay, cool, if you like her, whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, if you like her, I like her too. Like, I'm your best friend. So, yeah. He's just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm collateral damage right now.
Right. You feel like he almost like kind of used you.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And like right now he's just like trying to do anything to like tear me down, and I don't like that.
You don't like that.
That's not a friend. A real friend doesn't do that. Like, someone you considered your best friend does not act like that.
Right. And especially, like I said, you stood by him
the whole
thick
time.
and thin, the whole time.
Like, I was the only one. It was myself and Leva were like the only ones be like, no, like, JT's not this person. He didn't do that. He wouldn't call Miss Pat a bitch. He wouldn't be racist because he's not. Like, he wouldn't do all these things. And like, now this is how he's treated me in the interim. And I'm just like, why did I do all that?
Right. No, well, you don't know. Like,
you don't know. I was sticking up for my best friend at the time.
You never think that your best friend's going to turn on you.
Yeah.
Does your perspective change about what he said about Miss Patricia, what he said about you to the barber?
No, none of that. Okay. I just know those things to be true. Like, I just like, he would never do any of those things and speak about me in a negative way like that. Even though he's acting crazy on social media right now, I know he wouldn't call me out of my name like that, nor Miss Pat.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I know that you were disappointed that, this kind of took a turn this season where it almost made you look like you were like a home wrecker.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
that's what he needs to clear up.
Sure, right. Of all, like you said, of all things,
like clear that up.
Clear that up.
Yeah.
So what was kind of like the timeline of events that happened there? Because we see like the Bahamas trip, this dinner, but it was a little out of sequence, right?
Yeah. Right. So like, I'm trying to think. The scene that we had dinner at my house, that was actually for him to come apologize to me for yelling at me at the table at the Bahamas.
Oh, okay.
So, but that happened after. So it was kind of, the sequence was not correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This is just.
It's okay though.
Right. It's okay. But you, I mean, I think you said on the after show that like you thought that you were going to marry this person, right? Is that true?
Isn't that crazy?
Right.
You know what? Time is really something.
It really
like, it's so crazy. I was just like, because Leva and I would talk about JT a lot. Like, that was the person I was just like, oh yeah, like JT's this, just JT's that. And she was like, I can really see you guys like getting along, dating, like making something of this. And I was like, yeah, me too. And then like, you know, here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Did the two of you talk about that? Like the next steps?
No.
Like
we just were trying to figure out like, hey, like, okay, are we doing this dating thing or are we not? Like, let's go out and see if like we really do have this chemistry that everyone else is saying that we have.
Right. Yeah. What did his mom say about all this? Because I feel like you were close to his family.
You know, when he went off the rails and quit, I actually called his mom like 2 weeks after because like he was not talking to anyone during that time, including me. And like I called her and she was just like, just give him time, he'll come around, like it's fine. I was like, all right. I don't know. I haven't spoken to her. I love Bunny though. I'll never not love Bunny.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, I'm sure. Like, and then you also said his current girlfriend is sliding into your DMs.
That was during the super teaser and that, calling me a rat and other things.
So, but no communication
no
since
communication,
then. Okay.
No,
and what about the girl that he was dating during the show? Well, I guess you did know one another.
Yeah, that's the same girl.
It's the same girl.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
So did they break up for a little bit and then the two of you? I
don't know.
You don't know. So there could be an overlap. Did he tell you at the time that he wasn't seeing her anymore?
At what time?
Like when the two of you started like dating after the show. Like
they weren't a thing at the time.
They weren't a thing at the time.
Yeah.
That you know of.
That I know of. That's what he was telling me, and I was believing him and trusting him in that. So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's too messy. It's so messy. And like I just wish that he could just come out and be like, hey, listen, like I caused all this. I made things messy. Like don't be mad at either of these women. Like I should have done a better job at communicating with both of them what was going on and what I was doing. Right. It's so simple. Like be the man that you want all the rest of the guys on the cast to be.
Yeah. So do you feel like you finally saw what everybody else was seeing then?
Yeah, and you know what? I texted Taylor twice to say, I wish I listened to you sooner. Yeah.
But like you don't know when you have blinders on.
Yeah, you
like,
don't know.
You gotta
You're
find
like,
out for yourself.
Yeah, and like I never, even when Taylor was telling me that stuff, I was like, okay, well, like I'll learn for myself. I don't want to judge him based off of your experience because your experience might be different than mine. So I was like, okay, I'll see what my experience is like. But yeah, no, I've texted her twice
Oh my God. Yeah,
to be like, I'm so sorry. Next time I'll listen to you.
Totally. I think a lot of people would probably want to know if the two of you ever kissed during the season or things like that. And so like
nothing. And everyone's like, did you guys hook up? I'm like, no. Like, and I'm okay to be like yes or no, but like no, that never happened. That never happened.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so bad.
Yeah, you know, one day at a time.
One day at a time. How do you
yeah.
still feel about it now? You know, we're a few weeks out from the reunion.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we have to relive it and watch it again, but like, how are you feeling about it now?
I wish I knew what I know now then, because I might have responded and acted a little different. Like I did come at him, but I could have done a little more.
At the reunion.
Yeah.
You wish you went harder.
Yeah, a little bit. And I wish I didn't say some things that I said in regards to like our dating future.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Why at the time did you kind of still leave the door open?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And now the door is completely shut, closed, and barred.
It's like a padlock. Yeah.
Padlock. No one's getting in here.
Right. Why did you want to still keep the door open, and what made it officially close?
You know, I was still trying to give him the benefit of the doubt and be like, just communicate with me and talk me through it, because we all get ourselves in pickles that we are like embarrassed about or like they're hard to get out of, and I was willing to give him the chance to be like, this is what happened, I'm so sorry, can we try this again? And if I would have been like, yes, but there's going to be different, you know what I mean? But I would have been willing to do that. And everything he's been posting and trying to make me this liar and not standing up against the fact that I'm a home wrecker, and that says a lot about who he is, and I cannot be with someone like that.
I don't blame you.
And I would want no one to be with someone like that.
No, seriously. You gave him so many chances. It's just... You gave it to him on like a silver platter.
No, literally, I was like, hi, here's your chance to fix it. Right. Are you going to do it or not?
No. Well, but you know what? Not the man for you. And you will find somebody
know what?
like...
And I keep saying to myself, I don't know who God is setting me up for, but he better come 10 out of 10. Like, no issues whatsoever.
Oh my God. And you deserve it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Is he totally out of the friend group now? Like, is there no way for him to get back in? Because you were his only lifeline pretty much.
And that was the only reason why people filmed with him last season.
Really?
Yeah, because everyone was like, oh no, like, you know, we're not really like filming with him, or like we don't like him or whatever. And I was like, guys, come on, like give him a shot. They gave him a shot for me. Yeah. Like I also put my neck on the line and stuck my neck out to risk new and old friendships to like hanging out with him, bringing him around, you know? But yeah, the whole group is done with him.
Done with him.
I don't want to speak for everybody, but like, I think they're done.
Did you ever imagine filming with him ever again?
No. Yeah. I don't trust him. that's over. I've never felt like this ever in my life. I've never had someone do me so dirty.
And then when you were so close. Yeah.
Right.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
And have your relationships with everybody else suffered at all? Or is everything kind of back on
No,
track?
and I'm so grateful. Everyone has just been like, we're sorry. Like, we did try to warn you, but like, like, we love you and the person that you are for like, always going to bat for people who are like, might be shut out and all this type of stuff. They're like, yeah.
Well, on to bigger and better things.
I pray.
Right. But the reunion does seem really intense.
Yeah.
It seems like Craig's in the hot seat a lot.
Yeah,
everybody raised their hand to see like if everybody's scared of Craig. Are you afraid of Craig?
In this moment, no. In that moment, I definitely was.
Really? How come?
I don't, he just has this way of like, and Austin said it himself, it's like he's always looking down on us. Like he's like the bigger person, the better person. It's just like, no, dude, we're all like trying to figure this out together. Like, be nice.
Yeah, right. Do you feel like maybe the Paige breakup kind of brought him back down to earth a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. I think it's probably going to. I think the breakup is going to have him realize that like he was really kind of maybe shutting people out when he shouldn't have, like his close friends like Austin and Shep and like all that. So hopefully he works on that.
Yeah, definitely. I know it kind of took a lot of people by surprise, but I guess watching it back, it doesn't really. You
can see it. You can kind of see it coming, but no one ever wants anyone to break up.
No,
you know what I mean?
Of course not. Yeah. And Madison is popping with that baby belly. It looks so good.
I feel like I send her links to clothes all the time. I'm like, hey, buy this. Do you like that? Buy this.
I was going to say, Auntie Venita has got the.
I'm ready.
On lock.
I need to buy my own little carrier.
Yes, definitely. You see Molly and Shep have like a little bit of the connection. Does that continue at all?
I don't think it does.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it does. And it was cute. Like if Molly and Shep wanted to date, I think they're cute for each other. They're both very smart, quirky. They do little weird things. Sure. Like they mesh. Yes. I think that's done. I think that's done.
But the Sienna of it all.
That's also done.
That's definitely done. Very done. We know what happened to the shark tooth necklace. Did she get it back?
I'm sure she probably kept it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure she did.
Yeah.
Was that as awkward as it looked on camera being there? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it was. And I felt so bad for Shep. Like I know in the few episodes past that you'll see me like go sit at the table with him and be like, hey, like, how are you doing? Like, cause that feeling sucks. You want to introduce someone to all your friends and like they're acting, like they don't even want to be with you. That's hard. It's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully it's a lesson learned.
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah. For the both of us.
The girls got along so well this season. We did have a little blip with Taylor and Sally. But it seems like that kind of resurfaces at the reunion.
It does. Yeah.
Where do you see that kind of friendship going forward, if you do at all?
It does. It's not.
It doesn't. Yeah. I know Sally was here a couple weeks ago, and it seems like things are not good.
Things are not good, and I don't think that they'll ever come to a common ground, which is sad because like they're both really nice girls, and I think if they could work it out, like they're more similar in some ways than they think or they want to let on to, and like so it's just kind of sad to see that because I don't know.
You just want everybody.
I just want everyone to get along, and like so we can have like this good core girl group, and like I feel like we really have it this season. Like this is like the closest we've all ever been, and it's so nice. And I just want them to work it out so you can really just like be done.
Yeah. Do you really think Austin's going to propose by the end of the year, like he said in the finale?
He might.
He might.
Yeah.
We'll
he might.
see.
I have been spending a lot of time with Austin and Audrey, and I really love them together.
Oh, good. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. And things good with you and Ryan.
Yeah. Ryan and I are good. We got past that, which is great.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad.
That was a rough moment for us because like Ryan and I have been friends for a very long time prior to me even doing the show. So that was a hard one that kind of tested our friendship, but like we're in a better place now.
Yeah. I'm sure this whole season kind of tested you.
Yeah. And I don't know what God is setting me up for, but it must be wonderful. It has to be. It has to be.
It's gotta be. No, and it will be. And are you looking forward to? Obviously, I'm sure the show will come back, but you would be back 100%.
Yeah, I'll come back 100%. Just with a couple rules and who I will and will not film with.
Definitely. Well, I'm sure because that would be really uncomfortable. Like you said, if he's not part of the friend group, it won't really make sense anymore. Yeah. Were you surprised that he actually showed up for the reunion, given that he quit the show?
No, because he does do one thing, and he loves to make sure that he can clear his name, but like he didn't really do that, I don't think.
Sure.
Yeah. So I guess that's why he came, but I wasn't surprised that he showed up to that. No.
Did Craig and Austin also like kind of go in on him too? at the reunion?
Actually.
Okay.
They didn't.
Did that surprise you?
No, I think they don't want to
just
deal with
done.
it. They're done. They're like, we're not dealing with you anymore.
Right.
Go over here. We're tired. They need to, Craig and Austin need to like work on their own friendship.
That's
you
true.
know? They're not worried about that. They're like, okay, we have our own issues we need to worry about. Like, you have got to go.
Totally. Well, looking back at the season, what was your favorite moment then?
Looking back at the season, my favorite, you know what? My favorite moment, this is so funny. The moment I found out that Sally doesn't wear underwear. Because it tickled me so bad.
Okay.
Like, it tickled me so bad. And, like, I just remember in that moment, I wasn't drinking at the time, so the crew always brought these, like, little CBD drinks for me, which was so nice.
Yeah.
And, like, I drank half of one, and, like, I was starting to feel the giggles, and I was just like, you don't wear underwear? Like, I just remember laughing for, like, 30 minutes straight and, like, being like, ew, you're gross!
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, that was just fun. And then, like, I really feel like in that moment, our friendship was starting, and we really, like, became close in the Bahamas.
I love that.
And she texted me actually before I walked in. She was like, good luck today.
Oh,
yeah, she's sweet.
Good.
Yeah.
One more question about you. Do you wish that he showed up for the party at the
Absolutely.
finale?
Yeah. I wish he showed up because I think if he showed up, it would have like cleared a lot of things and like things couldn't have festered and like left people wondering what was going on. Like I really wish he showed up to that. Yeah.
Do you think that like if he did, maybe he would have gotten caught in a lie at all and that's why he didn't?
Yeah, potentially.
Potentially, yeah. He just kind of like ran away when it was convenient, it seemed like.
He keeps putting himself in all these like webs of lies and like now I think he's trying to find a way to get himself out and throwing everyone under the bus to do it. So including myself.
Including yourself.
Yeah.
Well, you are, like I said, on to bigger and
better
things.
Yeah, whatever you got on the other side, God, I'm ready.
I'm ready for it. Give it to me now.
Yeah.
Venita, thank you so much for coming by.
Yeah,
it's always
great.
such a pleasure.
Yeah, thank
you. Even though it was not the season probably that you hoped for,
things work out the way they're supposed to, right?
God has a plan,
Yeah, God has a plan, always.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Venita.
Thank you so much.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So good seeing you.
Good to see you too.